Hey friends, so we're sitting out here just relaxing a little bit. The sun's being weird and it's messing with the cameras. So we're just sitting out here relaxing a little bit. Came out here to do a Bible study because it is a beautiful day and it's just a nice relaxing place to do it out here. Currently my favorite spot is on this little porch. So we're gonna do that. And then I think I need to work in the garden. We need to actually get those tomatoes planted. We went this weekend on a little mini road trip to Tennessee for like yard sales and flea markets and stuff like that, and we ended up finding a new garden hoe. I'd mentioned in one of the other videos that we only had like a really short one because the handle was broken, and we didn't want to buy one new. The new stuff you buy like Walmart and Lowe's and whatever, it's like fiberglass and it's junk and it breaks and falls apart and stuff. So we wanted a good old one is what we were saying. So we found one, a good old one, from a very sweet guy down in Tennessee at the flea market, and so we purchased that. So I have a garden hoe now, so no excuse. So we're gonna go out and get those in the ground. I really need to get some potatoes planted as well, but I'm not sure about where we're gonna put those, so I'll have to wait to talk to John about those, because somebody mentioned putting them on that hump, and it would, like, you know, potatoes need a hump anyways, and that was a great idea. I've not talked to John about that, so I'll see what he says, because he said to put the potatoes on the end, but putting them on that hump seems like a good idea to me. But I'm definitely gonna get the tomatoes in the ground, and I want to get a row of sunflowers in the ground. I've got a few in pots up there still that need to be put in the ground. I've got a few over there that I started from seed, and they're like super long and leggy. Need to get them in the ground, and then I think in a week or two I'm going to plant some more, because that's the bad thing about sunflowers is they come up and then they go away and they're gone. I want some that's just like, you know, I want to always have them, and so not always, but have them for a longer period of time. So last year I wished that I would have started some later after the initial start. So I think this year that's what we're going to do. Start some, and then probably like 2 or 3 weeks start some more. We'll see. I might not get around to it. But anyways, I just thought we would share that with you. We got some garden work to do. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so it's a perfect day to do that today. And we started the patio. I say we a lot for somebody that don't do much. The patio, the first pour of the patio got done yesterday. And it is the portion of the patio that the pool will go on, so we're super excited about that. That part was just like a later on add-on. However, you know, we want to put the pool there, and I told John that I really would like to have the pool up pretty quick, so he prioritized that, thankfully. I mean, it is June, but he didn't have to prioritize that, and he did. So we got that done in about a week. We can put the pool up on that. He wants it to be able to, he said it needs to set up for at least a week. He'd be more comfortable before we put the pool up, which makes sense because they're big and heavy and whatnot. So anyways, we'll take you around there and show you the progress where we're at for that, and then we'll just go and get some garden stuff done. I probably should have went ahead and figured out dinner, because if I do a lot outside, by the time dinner time comes around, I'm like, you know, don't want to do it. I think we might grill some chicken on the black stove. There's a vehicle. Oh, it's the neighbors hauling a whole bunch of kayaks. Oh, that looks fun. One for each of them, I guess. Anyways, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna grill some steak. That'll be my thank you for John for the patio pour, which is his fault. He started it. He was the one that, you know, mentioned it, and he was making a bigger one, and I was like, I'd like the pool close to the house. And so anyways, we're going to do some steak, and then I'm going to get out some chicken and do some chicken for the rest of us non-steak eaters. So need to get the chicken out because it's frozen. I could probably do burgers too, because we do have hamburger. I don't even know, ground beef, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what I bought that for this week. It's because I didn't have a meal plan, so I just bought what I knew that we would need or thought we would need. Anyways, we'll figure that out. But first I'm going to do a Bible study, and then we'll just take you along with us for the rest of the day. I think we're going to do some chicken tonight on the grill though, and some steak. And so dinner's not done, but dinner's planned because I can't make it until we're getting ready to eat it. So I don't think. I need to check the weather. I think rain might supposed to be moving in early, like this evening. So we might not get to do the steak. We'll figure it out. And you'll know when we know, I guess. So Bible study, then garden, first chicken. It's fine. We'll get it all done. And if not, at least we tried.
There can't be no light if darkness don't exist. He never left my side. He showed me the way out of all the storms raging at the sea. He gave me back my life. I owe him everything. Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice in the name of the Lord, forever and always. I rejoice, rejoice, rejoice in the name of the Lord, always. He carried me to shore, held me through.
The strawberries are recovering from being transplanted. They're blooming again, so I wasn't sure if we'd get any strawberries this year after moving them or not because of it, but looks like yeah. So I planted these up here and then I gave, yeah, this is on new growth. I gave some to Jonathan, and he said his is still doing really good. Like, he put them in the ground and he's been getting strawberries off of his. So the funny thing is his stayed here in a cardboard box. I cleaned them up really good, put them in a cardboard box, and just had them sitting on the back porch and put like dirt down. His sat in that cardboard box for like 2-3 days, and then he transplanted them at home. Yep, there's a strawberry right there. And then mine I put straight in the ground, and I think his took off better than mine did, but it's fine. I told him that he probably wouldn't get nothing this year, but to get them in the ground, because next year baby girl will be big enough to eat them and enjoy them. But he said that I guess him and Kim has been eating a few that he got off of his, so just cleaning them up. I hadn't been up here in a few days. Been busy with it coming off of the weekend, and so I wanted to walk up here and check everything out. The garden's still looking kind of wet, so I don't know if we'll get to do anything in that today. Hello, darling. The pond flowers are blooming though. Little froggy jumped in there.
He loved me at my worst. I thank him every day. I will put him first, 'cause he did that for me. He sacrificed himself so I could find my peace. Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice in the name of the Lord, forever and always. I rejoice, rejoice, rejoice in the name of the Lord.
So the weather it shattered all of my plans for dinner. So I ended up doing well, it wasn't just the weather. I was going to go ahead just for lunch. John got home pretty early today, so for lunch I was going to do the steak, and then he could have leftovers for dinner to go along with some saucy chicken nuggets or whatever that we're going to do, like inspired by KFC. However, I got the steak cut up and realized I didn't buy steak sauce, and he don't want to eat steak without steak sauce. So put that up, and then I thought that we would maybe just grill some chicken or maybe even burgers. This happened. So I decided we're going to do crunch wraps our way because I wasn't prepared to do crunch wraps this week. So I don't have tomatoes, but I'm going to do like those. I think I shared burritos that I made. Did I share that? I think I shared a short of it. Where we cook up the taco meat and then I add salsa to it and cheese, and it is delicious. Like, it is so good. I do rice too, but I don't have no rice cooked and I don't want to wait on it. So I'm just going to do the meat with salsa in it. And then on the other side of the crunch wrap, since it goes, there's a layer in the middle. The other side of the crunch wrap, we're going to do all the cheese. I'm going to mix cheese sauce with shredded cheese and do that, and that sounds delicious. I'm excited about it. We're going to do that. So we're going to go in and make that. Just going to do it on the griddle and on the stove because obviously we can't use that. And then I am going to go ahead and just make some saucy nuggets for Lily, or if the other kids don't want the crunch wraps, which I know Wendy will want the crunch wrap and Nolan probably will as well. So that's what we're going to do. The weather kind of ruined it, but I mean, it's my fault for not looking at the weather before I made the plans. The garden didn't get nowhere today because I went up there just to do a round, because I like to walk the garden at least once or twice a day. It's just something fun that I like to do at this time of year. It's a whole load of lumber. Anyways, it's something that I like to do this time of year, and I hadn't done it for a few days, but I went up there and it was just still too wet, and it's definitely too wet now. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow. We'll get it done eventually. It'll get done. If it's late, stuff will still grow and produce. It'll just be a little late, but that's what the farmer's market is for. Yes, it is. We'll support local while we wait on our own. Make us feel better about it. But anyway, I got blue coat on me because I have it in a little spray bottle, and I noticed one of my chickens needed it again, and the spray bottle let me down. Like, it's faded a lot, and it's on the other hand worse. You can't see, it's holding the camera. But anyway, it's not been the day that I have planned it to be with recording and whatnot, but you know, it's just life, and that's how life works. Sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want it to, and you just gotta go with the flow and not stress about it and whatnot, because stressing about it just makes it worse, and well, stresses you out worse for no reason. So we're gonna go in the house, get some dinner done, and then I gotta go up and put some laundry up, but probably ain't gonna take you long with that. We'll probably end it after dinner, but yeah, that's where we're at. Gonna go in, get some dinner done, and then maybe we'll eventually get to share doing some work in the garden.
Turn the tide, let the water go where it wants to go. You can run and hide, you can bury yourself beneath the stones. Somebody told me don't pretend, 'cause everyone could use a friend sometimes. Take some good advice. Don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry. Somebody is waiting down the line. You pick up the pieces. Hey, you'll be alright. I can feel the sun and how the wind makes way across the fields. Let me take a breath. Let me be a part of something real. Someone said it's better when you hold on to a helping hand. Sometimes we could all use a friend. Don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry.
Alright guys, and that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love y'all. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time. As always, remember to show grace, be content, and live blessed. Until next time. Bye guys.